Good morning, Dad. Liam woke up late for the school bus, so I had to bring him up. That's him right there in the red. But I'll make you a video. That house up there, that's where we get our water. They let us get a half an IBC tote a week, which is about 165-ish gallons a week. This main road here is Route 5. And then we're coming down the easement road to our property. It's about a mile long. Christina has not been feeling 100% for a couple days, and she came home from work yesterday just feeling really crummy. She had a temperature of 100.4, which isn't bad, but with her Chiari, she gets really bad migraines, and she woke up with one last night and got sick. She threw up on the floor, and thankfully it wasn't a night that we had to go to the ER, but she's really feeling kind of crummy. We just passed some trees. There's another one there. We had some tornadoes touch down not far from here, and Christina, Liam, and I had to come and cut open the road because nobody could get out of here. There's probably 6 or 7 good-sized trees. When I have the opportunity, when I get a little, maybe a little time in cutting this driveway open, I'll come up here and grab that wood. Hopefully somebody doesn't get it before I do. But this is our community. The parcels on the left of the road, I believe, are 10-acre parcels. The parcels on the right side are 5-acre parcels. And I'll show you one as we pass it here. This one on the right, I used to know a guy that lived here. There's a little house there on the right-hand side. I don't remember, or I don't think you can see it. But he moved away, got into a sticky situation. One of his neighbors decided to sneak up behind his house. It was a couple of the people that lived there snuck up behind the house with guns. They actually shot through his house, and I had to go and hold him off at gunpoint until the police got there. But that was pretty crazy. It all worked out good. The neighbor that lived there, he ended up doing everybody dirty out here anyway, so that wasn't so great. But yeah, there's a bunch of parcels. Sorry about the mess in the truck. This is not my truck, Christina's. But there's another one. If you look, it goes way down there. And they're all off grid. No electric, no water. Most people, if they come out here, most of these properties are empty, but most people that come out here, they don't last. They don't make it. I think a lot of people get caught up in the fantasy of going off grid, and it's going to be like going back to old times, and people don't really realize how difficult going back to old times was. And you come out here and that's our neighbor Cherie. They come out here and they get a reality check, and they last for a few months, or it's too hot, or there's too many bugs, or somebody found a snake, or something like that, and they end up rolling on out. I think on this road we have 1, 2, 4, 5 people, including us, and one of the people is 2 of the people are new. I don't know if they're gonna last. This is the entrance to our property. I traded a guy for that water tank, so that's what I'll be taking to the well once we get it going. This camper is a camper of a friend of ours. She was supposed to only have it there for a couple weeks, maybe a month, and it's like, I don't know, 8 months later now, so that's got to go. That's my brush pile. From it started when we first got here and started clearing the brush out of the or cutting the driveway in, and it's just continued to grow. It's probably 15 feet tall by 25 feet in diameter. So head down the driveway. Sorry it's shaking all over the place. I'm doing my best trying to hold it still for you. So here's our drive. Look over here is where we parked the camper. That's where Christina went and stayed when we separated. It's a nice camper. It's in a good spot. So that's where we would put you if you were to come out. We'll have to get out and walk here for a minute. So that's looking back up the driveway. Obviously, on the right-hand side of the driveway, a lot of that is got to come out for the house to get through here. Between the last two trees at the end where the gate was, I don't know if you saw that. That gate's a 16-foot gate, so from left to right, right there at the opening, that's all got to widen out. We'll probably open it up another 4 or 5 feet just to give that guy plenty of room to maneuver that building down here. We'll head down. Forgive the mess. When we get down there, everything's been absolute chaos. Had to open up this, probably can't tell, but had to open this up a lot. And we're still in the process of cutting and loading. Driveway is about, well, from the gate to the house is about 300 feet. And that's the 12 by 36 we've been in. Down there. You can see some of the turkeys down there too. And this is where we'll be putting the new house. You can see the slope on it. But we got a guy coming in for 500. He's going to level it out with a skid steer. So thank you for your blessing. That was amazing and definitely needed. We have several black Australorp chickens. Those are our guys. We have a couple multicolored ones, or different colored ones. I think we have a lavender Orpington and just kind of a barnyard mix. We'll go over here. Turkeys are a lot bigger than they look on camera. that one puffing up on the right, he's probably about 2 feet. If you took a tape measure, about 2 feet from his legs to his back when he's puffed up like that. So pretty good size. That guy's actually going to be Thanksgiving dinner. This is where most of the animals stay. We need to get a good chicken coop. We've been using this for now. This is an old, I had an old trailer. It's up top, but I put a flatbed on it, and then like 10 years later, I put this little enclosure on top. But this is what we used to move down here, and then no eggs yet, but the chicken's laying there. There's a couple more of our guys. And then we have our meat birds. Those are probably ready to butcher this week or mid next week. It was our first go at meat birds, and we had it rough. We lost a bunch of them, but I think we have 10 or 11, and they're doing good. So we'll be able to get those preserved. And this is our pig, Franklin. Franklin. There you are. Hey, big man. You have good sleep? He's actually a pretty big pig. I'd say 4.5 feet from his tail to his nose, and maybe 3 foot tall when he's standing. He's a big boy. But he's Christina's pet pig. We're not going to do anything. He gets all our scraps, and if we have a chicken or something die, or like one of the meat birds, died when it was growing, we'll throw it in there and he'll take care of that for us. There's 2 of these guys. I don't remember what kind of roosters they are, but we have 2 of them. I don't even know why we have them. They just stay in there. Oh, because we were going to get a couple of hens. That whatever breed that is, I don't remember. We're going to get a couple of hens and just keep that breed pure. We wanted to do that with the Australorps too. Oh, there's our mama turkey. She had a baby, but the baby got taken by some wild animal. That was disappointing. So we'll go down this way. It's pretty cool. Again, forgive the mess. Really. It's almost embarrassing. So this is typically where Christina parks the truck, but because the driveway's, a little blocked, she doesn't have that option right now. Okay, and here's the big mess. So there's my tiny little solar panels set up. I have 3 more big panels like that. They are 24 volt, 248 watt panels. So I'll get all those. Stop it, please. I'll get all those wired up and good to go, and we'll be able to do quite a bit with that. This is our little garden. We just kind of threw it together with free wood. We were going to put some fencing around it, but that never materialized. But nonetheless, we did get a few tomatoes. We had those hornworms really devastated our bushes, and I didn't trim anything. There's one. Pretty proud of that guy. I think I've gotten 5 tomatoes this year. There's a couple more, so maybe we'll get those guys. And then here are peppers, which are doing really well. See tons of peppers on them. They're all over the place. Peppers there, little baby peppers here. Lots of peppers up there. And then even more peppers over here. They exploded. Some people out here say they're jalapenos. They taste like green peppers to me. So I don't know. Here's our temporary setup for the rabbits. Before we were on any kind of budget, I didn't really have the funds to get the material to build a good enclosure for them. So they've been sitting here for a little while on blocks. Right now we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is one of our breeding moms. It's a male. These little guys are really friendly. You guys want to say hi? Hi. Hi. Those two are my favorite. They're just really nice and outgoing. And then there's another one of our breeding mamas. She just had a litter not too long ago, and we got rid of her babies, and hopefully she's pregnant with this guy now. There's my quad. I still got to get running again. I think I put the throttle cable back in wrong, but I'm not a mechanic, honestly, and know nothing about this stuff. So we're probably just going to have somebody take a look at it and get it fixed up. There's my wood-fired gas grill. It works fantastic. All you do is put logs in it and it goes great. This old camper we got from a repo we did out here. I think some meth heads just kind of bailed. Yeah, that was a whole nightmare too. These guys were the same people that snuck up behind Brian's house with the guns, and I had to hold them off. So it was kind of really insult to injury to them when I took their camper off their property when they got evicted. That's what I got going on here. That pile of wood right there, that's from everything we've been cutting. And there's a lot more wood to add to that pile, but that'll give us a good start for next year. So this is it. Right back through there, there's this little, they call it a wet weather creek. It's just a runoff when it rains, but it sounds like a creek, so that's neat. That'll be right outside our window. I'll go over there. Not much to see, but it runs down in a little gully through there. There you go. I love you, Dad.